Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Amanda, and in today's video I am going to walk you through how to download and install WordPress offline. Okay, so as I promised earlier on, today we are going to design our first website using WordPress. So if you are a beginner or you have some kind of experience with designing of website and you want something, or you want to learn how to polish it up using WordPress, you are in the right place. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's just dive into it. So first, what we will need to get our first website running is we will need our server running. We will have to make sure that our server is running. We have to make sure everything is in good place before we go ahead and do anything. So if you are new here, consider subscribing, like and comment on this video. Possibly you can share this video and it's going to help someone as well. So if you are new to this channel, you may wonder what is server, what is XAMPP, what is, she's talking about server. Yes, you may not know because today is your first time, but don't worry, we got you covered. We have a video on how to install the server offline. Okay, so you do not have to worry. But if you still want some quick explanation of what that server or what that XAMPP is all about, it's pretty easy. I'm going to also give you a quick on how to download and then install it. Okay, so for you to download the XAMPP and then install it, you first will have to need to download the XAMPP, which is basically a free and open source cross-platform web server. Okay, it's offline. We are going to use everything offline. Mind you, that was the main motive behind whatever we are doing. Everything is going to be offline. And this actually helps us create the local server environment on our computer. So without wasting much time, just head over to your browser and then type in XAMPP, or just go to the website apachefriends.org. Choose the when you search for the apachefriends.org, choose the version that is compatible with your operating system and then download the installer. Once downloaded, just run the installer and then follow the screen instructions. During the installation, you will have to ensure that you have the Apache and then MySQL running effectively. Selected and then running effectively, because this is very essential for the WordPress running. Okay, so when you are done with the installation and everything, we are going to start the XAMPP. Once the XAMPP or the server is installed, which we just downloaded it, once it is installed, just open the XAMPP control panel. You can, you should see several services listed. Like, let me just show you. This is our XAMPP. Okay, so you can see several services listed, which is the Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat, whatever. There are plenty of it. Okay, so once you see them, just start both Apache and MySQL by clicking on the start buttons next to them. So just click on this and then click on that. You have to make sure both of them turns to green. Well, they might not turn to green immediately you turn it on. It might turn to yellow or different color, but as time goes on, like few seconds or few minutes, it should go back to green. If it doesn't go back to green, then probably you did something and then the installation wasn't complete, or you did some changes or something to it. So basically, that is a quick explanation on how to download and then install the XAMPP server. If you still didn't get it, I suggest you watch the previous videos to get more clarity on it. It's going to give you, or it's going to guide you with some step by step. Okay, you just watch it, you just click, then you click, it does this, you do that. Do not change anything that tells you. Now we have our XAMPP control, our XAMPP or our server running effectively. We are going to download and then install the WordPress. So fast forward, we need to download it ourselves. So let's just go back to our browser and then type in WordPress.org, or you can type in WordPress.org/download. Okay, but if you go to WordPress.org, just come to your right top corner, you see Get WordPress. So just click on Get WordPress. Now you click on Get WordPress. It takes you to the URL I was first talking about, wordpress.org/download. Now, as soon as you get here, it says download and install it yourself. So this is for everyone comfortable getting their own hosting and domain. That is it. There is not going to be the need of internet or whatever it is. This is pretty easy for us to do it. So now we are going to download. We are going to click on the download WordPress to get the latest version. Okay, so just click on the download and you should see some pop-up right here. As soon as you see it, this is pretty easy. After downloading, we are going to extract the zip file. Okay, it's going to be in a zip file, so we are going to extract it, and then we are going to move the folder into the XAMPP htdocs directory. It's the same as folder, don't worry. That is why I was asking you, I was saying you need to have your XAMPP installed, because that's where we are going to put these files over there. Now let's just head over to our file explorer and then go to our downloads. So this is our downloads. Now this is the WordPress we just downloaded. Any of them is better because I first downloaded it, but I had to download it again for screen viewing purposes. So just right click on it and then click and then right click. Then you have to extract the file. Don't change the folder, don't do anything, just go ahead and then extract. Now it's going to extract the files one after the other, which is going to take a couple of minutes. It's pretty easy, and it's, let's say by 5 minutes we are done with it. It won't take long. So one may ask, I've been talking about server, localhost, XAMPP, whatever. What is SQL, or what is Apache, or what is the localhost? So fast forward, or very simple, localhost is the same as XAMPP or the server. The localhost is the same as the XAMPP or the server. So now this is what my SQL means. So the SQL is actually a database management system, okay, that is used to store and then manage our data for the web applications. So let's say, for example, you create a website, it has like a contact us information, contact us form, someone fills a form, and then it comes to you. Well, it's going to store those data in your database, which is the server. Okay, so that is what the MySQL actually means. And then the Apache is the web server itself. The web server is something like the web software that serves the web content to users. Before one can access your website, they will have to go to the URL and then type in. So it's more like, it's close to HTTP. Since we are doing it offline, we are calling it localhost. Local as in environment, and then host as in server. So we are hosting it in our local environment, which is the Apache or the localhost. So that's what all this is about. So it actually helps us. It gives us the responses that we request from the browser. Okay, and it delivers some web pages across all the browsers. If only you have your server running smoothly. So that's pretty easy. If you have your server running smoothly, that is all you can do. So basically the Apache, the MySQL or whatever, that is what it does. So it's not anything difficult. If you want to learn much more on that, I can put a description in the a link in the description box below, and then you can click on it and it takes you there. Please, if you are new to this channel, I need you to subscribe, like, and then comment, okay, so we can get the community engaging. So we are going to wait for a couple of minutes for the download to finish. Okay, then if not, I'll probably have to pause the video for it to finish, just not to waste our time. Or we can just be on it and then be waiting for it. So today is going to be creating our first website. No matter what, we are going to do or create our first website, period, if you like it or not. Now that reminds me, I want to find out from you people, is it possible for us to get a a WhatsApp group? I don't know if it could be possible. I want to create a WhatsApp group for all of us. If you have any question, we just paste it. If you have any issue, or if you have any concern, or if you want something, we can just paste it in and we can get it going. Because one might not get the internet to just come to YouTube, come search for the channel and then be commenting back and forth. It helps those who are new for them to get the community going. But for the old people, or as time goes on, we can just get a platform and we can get the engagement going. So that's just a suggestion. If you want it, put it in the comment section below and I can go ahead and create it for ourselves. It's going to benefit us. Please like, comment, and then share this video because it's going to help somebody. Okay, our download is almost ready. Okay. So after we've extracted this file, we are going to move it. Okay, we are going to copy the folder and then move it to our XAMPP htdocs directory. Okay, it's not difficult. If you have the XAMPP already open, that's pretty easy. So you just open it for us. Now this is our download. This is the file we just extracted. Okay, so we are just going to open this one, click on this, and then right click to copy, or you can use Ctrl+C on your keyboard to copy it. Now let's move to our XAMPP or our htdocs directory, which is our server directory. Okay, because we are going to configure this WordPress to match with our database. So now let's just hop over to our drive C, which is for Windows. I'm using Windows, so it's going to really benefit those using Windows. But if you are unable to do that, just let me know for any other operating system. So just click on your drive C, come to your XAMPP, and then go to your htdocs, and then let me just delete this folder. Okay, hold on one second. Let me delete this folder and then paste the new one right here. So this is the new WordPress folder we are going to have. Okay, then we will rename it to WordPress, localhost, which is our database. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Our database name, which is Learn with Amanda. Okay, so we are going to rename it to our website name, the one we want to create right now, which is Learn with Amanda. If you don't want to do it Learn with Amanda and want to use it a different name, you have to make sure that the database you created here. Okay, let's come back and then create it. We are going to create a database which is Learn with Amanda. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Good. So that's how you can create a database. We created it in our previous video, so it's pretty easy for us to do it. So now let's just head over to our htdocs, refresh, and then this is what we see for our folder. This is the folder we just pasted. Now let's just rename it to match with the database we have right here. Okay, so you have to make sure if you rename it here like I love daddy, you have to make sure your folder name is I love daddy. If you do it here I love mommy, you have to make sure your folder name here is I love mommy. It should match with it so that you'll be able to configure it when we want to run the installation. Okay, so let's just go ahead and name it Learn with Amanda. Well, it's not case sensitive, so you can choose to do it capital letters or small letters, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we are done with creating our folder. Now we are going to configure the WordPress. Okay, so with our database ready, let's just go ahead and configure the WordPress as we say. So just open your browser and then type in localhost. Remember I spoke to you earlier on, that is the server, which is the PHP admin right here. So you see the URL, it says localhost. So we are going to point this folder to this database right here and then run the installation. So let's just go ahead and then open a new browser, type in localhost /learn with